yard, out behind the cars. Tonight we're gonna do something different. I will make the things that I know how to make. You will make something more delicious. A sweet potato pie on a flimsy paper plate. Baby, I don't think it gets much better. There isn't much to keep. We lay down and fall asleep till the morning comes around to find love.
Okay, show of hands. How many of you recognize some of the nice fruits we're going to be enjoying this evening? Okay. A few of you, I'm sure, got the blueberries and recognize them. Oh, they're good this year. And then I'm sure some of you recognize my absolute favorite, blackberries. I have loved blackberries ever since I was little. There's a reason for it. How many of you recognize the mulberries? These are the last ones of the season for the mulberries. And for those of you not familiar with mulberries, they look just like blackberries, but they're a little bit sweeter, generally a little bit smaller. I'm gonna hate to see those go. Okay, and this is just the stuff that's in season right now. All right, I've also got a white mulberry tree. That's a red mulberry that I was just picking, which is native to North America. And then I've got a white mulberry tree. It's an Asian variety, and the fruits are the mulberries are a little bit larger, a little bit sweeter, but they don't last as long. It doesn't produce as long. Those are at the end of season now, and those are my last few from that. The white mulberries have a couple of small berries left, but okay, and then cherries. I've got a little cherry tree, and it's already produced for the year. Blackberries, they're just in their prime right now, along with the blueberries. A couple of pecan trees out here. And the pecan tree's actually in the neighbor's yard, but they drop pecans in mine. Half the tree's in my yard, so I get half the pecans. And then I've got a fig tree that is producing just spectacularly right now, but the squirrels are getting all my figs. I won't see another. I get figs for the first 2 or 3 weeks of season. The squirrels figure out they're coming in, and then I don't get another one until acorns start falling and the squirrels leave my fig trees alone. Also got muscadines here, which are grapes. They're just native to North America. And this is a pergola too. And a lot of you know what a pergola is. A lot of you, though, don't understand the actual purpose of a pergola, which is it's for vining plants to grow up, like grapes, or in my case, muscadines. And what it does, okay, the vining plants, they have their leaves on them, so that provides shade in the summertime when it's hot, but then the plants drop their leaves in the fall, and it's clear in the winter, so you get sunshine and warmth. I've always especially loved pergolas because they're so practical for every season. Okay, and keep in mind, this isn't a homestead. This is just my little backyard right here in the middle of the city, surrounded by neighbors. And I've got all this wonderful fresh fruit coming in right now. I usually do a garden, but I just haven't had time this year and didn't have much time last year. I'm building a new house, remodeling it, for those of you that don't keep up with the channel. Okay, so I've been just absolutely dedicated to that. And I've had no time for pretty much anything. That's the great thing about perennials, though. Okay, perennials, they last for years or even decades versus annuals, which they're good for 1 year, the plant dies, and then you have to replant seed next year. And that's most of our vegetables in a vegetable garden. Okay, so I highly recommend perennials for anybody that's busy. And keep in mind, not all perennials, not all fruit trees make a mess. I know a lot of you worry about apple trees and pear trees. In the fall, when they're dropping fruits, they can make a mess. Not all fruit trees do that. Between the squirrels and birds, it's rare to see a mulberry on the ground here. Okay, and the reason I'm showing you all of this and sharing all of this with you, I hear so many people talk about how bad things are, how bad life is, and I don't have any money or not enough money, and I want to be rich and so forth. And it isn't about being rich, it's about quality of life. I mean, that's what it's about, enjoying life. Okay, and in terms of quality of life, it just doesn't get any better than this. I mean, to be able to sit here on a summer evening like this, nice hot day, which is finally cooled off for an evening here. I'm about to run out of daylight. And I can sit here and enjoy these absolute as fresh as it gets blackberries and watch the lightning bugs all around the yard. And it just doesn't get any better than this. And all I had to do was go out here and pick some fresh fruit. Literally, it's outside the door. And a lot of you have never tried fruits like this. I'm seriously, how many of you have never had a fig? Guessing a bunch. That's because fruits like this are exceptionally expensive in grocery stores, if you even find them, which is rare to find figs in a grocery store. I see blackberries regularly, but they are expensive, along with fresh blueberries. Why? All it takes is for you to just plant some plants in the backyard, a fig tree and a few blueberry bushes. Those are a thornless variety. Mrs. River got me those for our anniversary. So being wealthy, it isn't about money. Again, it's quality of life. And none of us have any excuse whatsoever here in America for just not having an exceptional quality of life. And as far as how expensive it is to get the fruit trees and stuff, I'm going to get cuttings from all of this and root the cuttings and grow all of this at the new house. It's not going to cost me a dime. And a lot of these trees were here when I moved in. Some of these have been here for decades, like the mulberry tree and the red mulberry and the white. The pecan trees, I wouldn't want to guess how old those are. So I got lucky on that. Other things I planted, the blackberries weren't expensive, maybe $5 and 2.5 years ago, 3 years ago. Those plants are just now really hitting their prime. There's no excuse for us not to do things ourselves to improve our quality of life so that we can just sit here in the evening like this and enjoy just an absolutely beautiful summer evening, watch the sun go down, enjoy some fresh fruits and fireflies. Anyway, I just really wanted to share that and encourage all of you. Put some fruit trees in your backyard, some plants, whatever you like. That's what I like. And try some new things. Improve your own quality of life. God bless and have a great evening and a great summer.
I know it's getting late. My night is full of such mistakes, but I was hoping that you might want to talk.